Okay. One other date and place of the next cabinet meeting, that is going to be 11th to the 15th of November in Grenada, and I'll quickly ask Line Carla to give us any updates where that meeting is concerned. Thank you, Line Carla.
A pleasant afternoon, Lion District Governor, distinguished Lions at the head table in the audience, my fellow Lions. We're supposed to have a little presentation running on the hotel, but I don't see the techie lady. So, media conference, Grenada, November 11th to the 15th. The Lions Club of St. George's is pleased to be hosting 50 years this year. We actually celebrated 50 years on April 3rd, and we are pleased to be hosting this conference as part of our anniversary celebrations. These registration forms would have been distributed in Jamaica. However, I am pleased to say that since then, I know some of you would have already registered and not yet booked your hotel. We were pleased to be able to go back and renegotiate with Radisson in order to get some reduced rates. So the rates are now Garden View, $193.60 single, double US $215.60, and triple $297.60. Beachfront, US $259.60 single, double US 281.60, and triple US 363.60. These rates are inclusive of breakfast, VAT, and service charge. The deadline for guaranteed hotel accommodation is September 25th. The rates are valid for the period November 8th to the 17th. Registration fees, early birds, US $125. It ends on August 31st. I have forms and receipt book with me here. Persons wishing to register at this meeting, you can do so. The regular registration, US $140. Deadline September 30th, and on-site, US $160. Leo's, US $100 throughout. We also offer an accommodation at the Coyaba Beach Resort, bed and breakfast, rates and VAT inclusive, single US $163, double US $213.60, and the all-inclusive rate of $413.60. We are trying to make it a very exciting program. As part of the program activities in the evening, we are having a fundraising cruise on our party boat called a Rum Runner for only 20 US as part of fundraising for our club. We will be sending out separate information on that. So we just want to encourage persons to embrace this opportunity. It's been about 15 years since I just joined as a Leo that Grenada hosted the last media conference. So I know members are very excited to return to Grenada after 15 years, and we really look forward to welcoming you and making it a big one. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Lion Carla. Lions, we get to one of the most enjoyable part of these meetings, tail twisting. Lion Claudette, the floor is yours. Could the collectors please avail themselves? Lion Norville, Lion Melvin, could you please assist Lion Claudette in collecting some fees?
Thank you, son. Pardon? See, I'm to put the mic in my mouth? Up to my mouth? Okay. I just need to, Land District Governor, thank you very much. I just need to take up my props. Some I have to handle very gently because of the softness. I'm just going for the rest, but while I go for the rest, I might ask First District Governor to please stand for me. And at the same time, I'll ask Lion Zone Chairman, Lion Carla T. Wilson. Land First Vice District Governor, what is this all about? Everybody just had an ordinary name. And you have to tell us that you know that her middle name is Theodore. Who cares? And I want to know how you found that out. I don't like when we don't get parallel language from all these people who are introducing you. And it's the same reason, pay down, because I'm not going to bother to spend much time with you. But it is for the same reason, Lan Edwin de Tracy Jones, past CC. No, this one I want. Yeah. Excuse me, where is Landon Uriah Talawa Smith? Where is he? Anybody knows where he is? No, you can't stand for long. Why? He's not long. Nobody told me you had measles. Lan Tracy, do you know that for a long time it has been proven that wanty can't getty, and getty no want it? Do you know that if Lan Lindell was in your position and his name, entire name, Lindell Uriah Talawa Smith, was in that book, in the minutes, you know you would have been happy? And I am going to tell you now that you should be very grateful, because that name gives you hair and height. No, you're not allowed to respond. You're allowed to pay your fine. Oh, let me help you out. Yes, let me help you out.
It's just that I haven't given you my full name. My full name is Edwin de Tracy Centripetal St. Christopher Alexander Rudolph Adolphus St. Clair de Costa Fitzgerald St. Louis Teacher Jose Gonzalez Bustamante Rafferty Jones.
The joke about all of this, you know, if I ask him to repeat it, he can't. Lan Melvin. Lan James. I'm listening. Lan Marvin. It's really very good. I think you are a tamer par excellence. You're good.
Thank you.
But during the workshop yesterday, when you handed me this fancy, it's really not a water glass, it's pretty, I don't know. But when you handed me this fancy stemmed glass, right? With the water. Yeah, and I just simply said, thanks. And this was what I got from him. When I looked at you, I knew exactly what you wanted. No! Pay.
Why do you remember that?
I think it has been a long time. Lancality stand for me, because when I heard certain sound effects from your presentation, I am not sure. Yeah, the sound effects. Is that what it's called? Thank you, musician. I strayed a little. Strayed beyond 11 years ago. Because some of it went like, no man, don't do those things when you're dealing with. However, I am going to be quick. Land Zone Chairman, I don't laugh at my twist, but this time, Land Zone Chairman 4B, Norman Boswell. Norman Washington Boswell Alexander, Freemason. I really feel sorry for you. You know what happened to Lan Boswell? And then he begged me not to twist him. We were having breakfast yesterday. No, it was lunch. Am I right? Lunch. Lan Joan, what was it? You know, Lan Joan, I was thinking of not telling the people how the dog at the Miami International Airport urinates on your suitcase. And you see, I was not planning to tell them, you know. In doing the drug check, it urinated on your suitcase. And how much you wanted to kick him and realize that for, you know, it's a person of the armed forces and terror and whatnot, and you'd go to jail. All right, back to you. So like normal, Lord Joan and I had lunch with him. He didn't at one time, please stand for me, District Governor, I don't want to forget, it's in the same. Not at one moment did he suggest that he wanted to take a picture so that he could prove to his dear wife and lovely children, only 2, that he was in fact with decent people in St. Martin. But for those of you who know anything about Kim Kardashian West, you don't know. The one that had this thing all the way out there. Well, a thing passed us that could very well be described as the Kim Kardashian West of St. Martin. She was really having it all hang out. And I just saw Boswell like he got in the spirit. Next thing he got his phone, I would call it camera, but it's a phone. iPod, something of the sort. And he started, I said, no man, we just finished talking about your family. Then poor, you know, it's true. I cannot imagine these things, you know, because I'm not very imaginative. And then Boswell just turned around and said, I don't believe it. It's the first this ever happened to me. You know, this thing can only take one cheek at a time. Now, you line District Governor. I have been around you for years. I've found you bed. Well, not at my house. I found your accommodation way back that you loved. And yet, although we have met up often enough, even in May, I come here, you talking about you are being distracted by a mosquito. And from the day me round you, I have never been able to distract you. You know, old age is a bad thing. Must have been a very young mosquito. Lord Joan, please join me right here, sir. Nobody not going to believe this, you know. And the only reason why I can speak this truth, come. The only reason why, come right here. I looking straight at you and don't see through my arm. And the only reason why this gathering will believe, and know it's true, is because you wanted to declose the governor. Or close him from the bottom up.
Right.
Good.
Have anything, he said we should serve.
You chat too much, just go. You know that people look at you and they don't know your capabilities?
That's true.
I went to select a banana this morning. And I was a little bit concerned about the texture. That is even before eating it, and I didn't eat it. They were really looking good, looking like they're good, but there was a kind of softness that it's not quite my speed. No, get out of that. Just think about the banana. So, Lord Joan looked at me, and she almost shouted a little distance, not really shout. She doesn't really speak loudly, but a little higher. And she said, I said a little soft, and she said, yes, Line Claudette. Yes, the Jamaican ones are better. Well, I know that. Trust me, I know. And then she said, and you know something? They don't have the curve on the right. Joan, take exhibit 1 and pay. Pay. You're doing well. You taught me a lesson because I really didn't look where the curve was. I'm going to be finished very quickly, Line Gov, because I know that twisters are the only ones who ought to hurry up, running out of time. I'm sorry, Line Lindell not in here, is he? Where are he? Jesus! Come, Line Lindell. I've got to tell you about Line Lindell. Now, this is Kingston, Jamaica, the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel. I bet you don't remember. The table with the saltfish. Now, this is Line Lindell, somewhere about here from the saltfish. I sat over there. But I noticed that the contents of the disposable doesn't seem to be going down, but he's eating. So I went to get a little bit, and I kind of eyes him, and I see what was happening. So I said, Line Lindell, you know you've been standing there for almost 45 minutes? He said, yes. And I'm telling you, me now leave till the saltfish done. And then he gave me the story that the helper at home, not my home, his yard, when she is making anything with saltfish and put the saltfish to soak, they usually end up getting the thing without the saltfish because he eat out the saltfish before she... Disgraceful. You need to pay. The only thing about that is that I thought I loved saltfish more than anybody else and have it for Sunday dinner.